Hello and Happy New Year for 2026. This is the first drawing video I've uploaded. I'm not a big drinker. I have celiac disease, so I don't really drink beer. This is wheat and gluten-free beer. But these do come in their own cardboard sleeve. So this video is going to be showing you how I redesign that cardboard sleeve with a little doodle. And this was drawn before the new year, but I'm recording this part after it. All right, let's get started. So here we are. This is the beer sleeve that I'm going to be drawing on, and I do have this habit of saving packaging because I love brown and grey card, and you get a lot of that from the packaging of different products, and you can tell a lot of my unhealthy diet by some of the cardboard packaging that I draw on. And this is from a set of 4 beers that I set, a pack of 4 beers that I drank over New Year. I'm not a big drinker, so this is unusual for me. And the idea that I had was just a guy sat on a couch drinking a beer, so not the most creative idea. But then I got this lovely blue ink Giotto pen, it's double tip as well, dual tip pen, and I thought this could now be used to represent the kind of mild euphoric sense that you get when you start getting a bit of a buzz from drinking the beer. So that was the idea behind this, is that if in the foreground it's just a guy drinking a beer, then in the background it could represent what he's feeling, and that could be represented by a mandala. Now, this isn't properly how you do a mandala. I always just freestyle them. It's a little bit lazy, but I thought it'd be fun just to have something which kind of looks like it represents the sensation of having a drink and feeling a bit happy from it. So that's what this first side is going to be. And then after I got that done, I thought it looks good, but he's kind of sank a little bit there. The background is pulled forward because of its kind of details, you know. So I thought with him, what I need to do is then thicken up some of the lines because they were a bit too wispy, the lines. So I don't mind a lot of them being kind of, you know, lightly stroked lines, but then it needs a thicker outline just to bring him forward a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here, is just, you know, giving a bit of depth to the line quality. But yeah, that's the first side of this beer sleeve done. Okay, this is a Patreon video about automatic drawing. So if you join my Patreon, you will see this video and many others like it. But that's what I'm showing you on the screen now, is a video that I made about a drawing process called automatic drawing. It explains how and why this is a useful way to make art. There are lots of different ways of making art and using different tools, different thought processes, and expressing your ideas, and this is one of them. You can join now for $2 a month and start using these techniques. It's not much to ask. I know that it's too much for some people, so I appreciate that it's not for everyone, but if you can afford it, it will really help this channel. You'll also be a patron of the arts, which sounds posh, and there's nothing quite as prestigious as a posh patron of the arts. So if you are able to do that, then I really would appreciate it. There's also animation, exhibition, and behind the scenes videos. Loads to check out on the channel. I've been making it for quite a while, so I upload a video every month, and I'm going to start creating a tier system with different exclusive access videos. I hope to see you there soon. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Now for the second side, if I've done this chap drinking on a beer, drinking a beer sat on a couch, and then behind him he has a mandala, and that's the first side, then for the second side I thought I've got to do some kind of progression. It could be something completely different, or it could be a progression of that same idea. So I thought, okay, let's try and draw the same guy, But after having too many beers, now I'm only going to have the 4 beers in this session because that's what was in the packaging. 4 beers is about my limit until I start getting drunk. So that was the thought here, is to kind of go, what about if this guy is far too drunk, he's had way too many beers, and now he's just drowning in empty beer bottles. Not literally, but kind of, being surrounded by a big sea of empty beer bottles. So that was the thought here, is to try and make him look a bit more disheveled and draw as many bottle shapes as possible. But then what would happen to the mandala? So I thought, I'll draw the mandala wonky, like it's all falling apart. Now here, when I start it, I thought, yeah, it just kind of looks like a poorly drawn mandala. It's not got any of the lovely decorative details that the first side has. So I thought instead I'll just do all these spots and dots and mixes inside of it so that it's kind of a swirly, vomitous mess, and that will make it representative of having too much to drink. And that was the progression from one side of the sleeve to the next. And that was it. That is the beer sleeve drawn and done. And I think it looks kind of cool. I mean, if I were in a shop and I saw that, I'd go, oh, look at that, I'd say it's a bit less corporate than the normal graphic design. It's quite nice to have a little bit of black and brown, and then the blue as well. I think that looks quite cool. It works as a beer sleeve again, so I put full beers back in there because I had a big pack of beers, so I could put 4 beers back in there and lift it up to show that it still functions as the packaging that it originally was. And that is the final design that I made. It's just a little quick video. I thought you'd enjoy it for a New Year's vid.